They'll run on first down. Kenny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Montez Sweat brought him down. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
They'll try the left side. It's Barker. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Watch the ship. Check 37. Check 37.
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
I'll go special! I'll go special! Mike 29. Watch the back.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, D. Mike 29.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
First down, Redskins.
Ladies.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Redskins nothing.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 29. Check. Hey, alert three. Showing up. Run left. Look for signal. Tempo. Nice.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 0.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Pick me up. Here we go. 29 is the Mike 29. We got it. Hey, 0. Alert. 29 is the Mike 29. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, guys, slow down. 25.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here we go. 60 Mike. Hey, watch this. 40. 60 Mike. Right here. 60 Mike. 60 Mike. Ain't no set.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Here we go, 50, Mike 50. You go, Mike. Good.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch the eye. Kill.
49, check 49.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ryan Anderson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Baby, that's baby. Slam. Check 4. Check 26. Check 26. Watch 5. Mike's 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for the deep ball. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Wilson. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Dillon. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
14. Check 3. Check safety. One left. Move. Mike's 50, Mike. Go. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 50.
Here's Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, 0. Alert. Mike 29. It's going to be a long day.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
49 is Mike 29.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field. Hey, watch it. Under 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, set. 6, the flag. 6. No chance. Hey, switch gears. Check. Lucky. Check 43. Echo. 56.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
14.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. I'll go special. I'll go special. It's just me and you. Switch. Zoom. 14, Friday. 29 is the Mike 29.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Now on second and 13. Wilson, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Green 80.
Mike 29. Check. Switch.
Now a toss. This is Geis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Barker. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike 29. Here we go. Big dance. Come. Check three. Let's go. 4 down. Zebra.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike 29.
Don't get nervous.
19. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
From the gun, Wilson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Alert. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 29 is the mic.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Shift. 36. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch twins. Check. Fresh down.
On first down, Kenny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready. Touchdown. 56. I'm here all day. Wide. Get wide. Alert 3.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barker, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
He's checking cracks. Come on. Check 9. Alert flare. Alert flare.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
56 is the mic.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barker. Able to avoid him. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Defense wins championships, baby. Jack. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Back. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Joker.
On 2nd down now, Kenny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check. Jim.
On third down, it's Barker. And some spacing, and it's a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check 52.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Wilson operating from the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Squeeze. 3. Show it up. Show it up.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the Cowboys, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.